Hello, and welcome to my spoken word channel. My name is Stephen Lackey, but like any other label, that name is simply a collection of letters that make sounds to convey meaning, a meaning which may have varying connotations for those who voice and or hear it. The spoken word is much the same, its effect ranging from dissonance to resonance, apathy to revulsion, sometimes even to the same person over time. I'll be reading some of my own work today, offering analysis of its meter, rhyme scheme, and content. If you find it appealing, heartening, or evocative, or even not worth remembering, please consider the aforementioned variability of response. Words, much the same as attitudes, friendships, and even the air we breathe, may teach us, transform us, or pass uninspiringly in this moment, but the next is yet to be defined. Herein are my copyrighted works, all rights reserved, but please forget the name and remember the message. Also, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Today's piece is called Again. When this system blows apart, again, I'll find you. Sometimes sharing self-same flesh, you the heart and I the bones. Sometimes merely passing glances, you the bird and I the fawn. Sometimes two becoming one, you the duke and I the dame. Sometimes bodies locked in orbit, you the soil and I the sky. When this universe goes dark and something new emerges there, I'll find you. Bound by energy alone, but oh, what energy, such tendrils thin and shimmering, reaching out from light to light again as nothing lies beyond us, for we are the universe. I'll find you as you find me in the vastness of eternities, again. This piece, inspired by Eternally by Renette Dsouza, is one of my favorites for many reasons. Its complex structure, the subject matter flowing seamlessly within that rigidity, its contrasting themes, and the character of its content, longing yet assured, worshipful, and eternal. First, the structure. It is voiced primarily in trochaic meter, with many of the lines metrically tailless. This voicing presents an authoritative air and a sense of definitive truth, with the lines being sufficiently long so as not to feel insistent by their recurrent truncation. Three standout lines are voiced in iambic meter, set so as to flow out of the previous. Line 2, again, I'll find you. Line 20, I'll find you as you find me. And line 22, again. In the first stanza, examples of reincarnations beginning with you thee have final tropes that are tailless, while there are suggestions that they, sometimes, alternate taillessness. These readjustments give pause to the reader, allowing momentary contemplation of the visual, this also alluding thematically to the forays of the lovers into each incarnation. The second stanza contrasts this with its steady flow, building momentum to the promise of its final line, its two included pauses prepping the reader for the coda. Now, the themes. Presented simultaneously, the impermanence of any single moment is balanced by the permanence of the continuum which contains and perpetuates new forms of them. The first stanza poetically illustrates concrete examples of entities interacting with varying strength in the macro realm, while the second is more conversational and related to quantum entanglement, meaning that regardless of space-time and states of matter, having been formed within the same realm connects the entities intrinsically. Thereby, even in dissolution, they remain connected, ever touching. For me, that conceptual negation of longing points to my recurrent forgetfulness that this damned full body is not the limit, but the expression. That we are the stuff of stars, the memories and future of eternities. The power of the universe becomes sentient, fitfully hoping that this might last scant moments more, not knowing that same hope to be a mere relic of our current and ultimately irrelevant constraints. And when I reach beyond any perceived loneliness or limit to drag my fingertips in the ether. I am refreshed as I am reminded, remade as I am returned to this moment of remembrance that I was created with everything that ever was. So how could I ever be alone? Sometimes when I get the idea for a piece, I will cry openly at the concept of its beauty. Other times I might be moved by how the structure or metaphors come together or by the resultant emotional impact. As all of these occurred in creating this piece, I don't think my face was dry for a moment. It is truly one of my favorites, one which makes me question the reality of the intentional process for, although admittedly I'm biased, how could the penning of something so elegantly evocative and exquisite be likened to anything but manifestation? It seems as though it were waiting to be voiced, and I was merely the conduit. Its words chosen by me, yes, but this piece is a soul unto itself, and it is dear to me. Thank you for joining me today. I hope it has been some mix of enlightening, entertaining, and thought-provoking, and if not, well, perhaps another time. You could have spent it any number of ways, but I sincerely appreciate that you've chosen to spend this time listening to phrases I have turned. I'd like to hear your thoughts as well. Drop a comment below regarding what your own or someone else's creative writing and or spoken word has meant to you. Also, subscribe to my channel if you like. I'm not sure how often I'll be posting, but if you click the notification bell, you'll be among the first to know when I do. Please also consider this. Everything that exists or has ever existed is connected in ways grand to minuscule, either directly or by their extending ripples, their consequences. Whether one is aware of those presences is irrelevant to the vastness of their beauty and the tappable power of our connections to them. Each of us has an inner strength, felt variously building or flagging, lingering and transforming. In reaching out to anything or anyone, we can not only become more of ourselves, but imbue our surroundings with the additive strength of interaction. We are truly greater pondering than drifting, acting than stagnating, together than apart. Start today. Embody the strength. Reach out to find a voice and be heard.